Hi ELD, it's Miss Roberts. I'm super excited to see all of you. If you don't know me, I teach second grade in CU Boulder, but I'm excited to talk to all of you about animals. Today, our objective says, I can use adjectives of quantity to compare what two animals or a group of animals need to survive. That word quantity is just another way of saying how much. So if we were to ask, how many books does Miss Roberts have? I could say the quantity of them, or how many, is 1, 2, 3. I have 3 books. We're going to use adjectives to describe either two animals or a group of animals and what they all need to survive. You guys talked a lot yesterday about what animals need to survive, and you used that word sometimes. Say the word sometimes. Sometimes means not all the time, just sometimes. Let's watch this quick video to remember, what do animals need to survive?
For animals to stay alive, they need 4 things I would not lie. They need food so they can grow. And they need water just like so. They need shelter, a place to live. And they need air, they breathe it in. It's our job to give animals care.
We're going to pause there. So we know that all animals, no matter what type of animal they are, need food, so something they can eat. They need water. They need shelter or a home. And they also need air. You use this word sometimes to talk about other things that they need to survive. So I could say something like this. Lions sometimes hunt other animals to survive. They don't always, they sometimes. Elephants sometimes eat plants to survive. Hawks sometimes need grass to survive. I want you to think about how you can make a sentence with the animal a crocodile. I'll give you 10 seconds to think and say it out loud. Your sentence could have sounded like this. Crocodiles sometimes catch other animals to survive. Let's do another practice. I want you to think about an ostrich. Remember, an ostrich are those big birds with huge wings and long legs who run really, really fast. I want you to think about a sentence with an ostrich. You could have said something like, ostriches sometimes eat plants to survive. Last one, I want you to think about a hyena. I know my second graders love hyenas. I think they're really creepy. Think about a hyena. What does a hyena sometimes need to survive? Think about it. Say it out loud. You could have said, hyenas sometimes eat other animals to survive. Today, we're going to keep talking about what animals need to survive, but this time, we're going to talk about groups of animals. We have a song that's been reminding us about the grassland and the jungle, and I want you guys can sing it along with me. Out in the grassland where the gold grass grows, back to the grassland I dare not go, for if I do, some animals will say, did you know hyenas eat plants out in the grassland? Out in the jungle where the tall trees grow, back to the jungle I dare not go, for if I do, some animals will say, did you know gorillas don't hunt out in the jungle? Out in the grassland where the gold grass grows, back to the grassland I dare not go, for if I do, some animals will say, did you know ostriches eat bugs out in the grassland? Out in the jungle where the tall trees grow, back to the jungle I dare not go, for if I do, some animals will say, did you know chameleons catch bugs out in the jungle? We're going to keep going and we're going to talk about a group of animals today. So with a group of animals, you would need to classify the animals. And classify means put them into a group based off something that they all have in common. So in CU Boulder, I could classify a group of everybody who wears their sweaters. That's because they all have their sweaters in common. I could classify a group with everyone who's wearing black shoes because they all have something in common. We can classify or group animals the same way. So we could say that a lizard, a snake, a turtle are all reptiles because they have scales, they lay eggs, they have dry skin. We could say that a clownfish, I'm trying to think of another fish. One of the fish that look like Dory in Finding Nemo. They're all fish because they breathe underwater. They have gills instead of lungs, and they're cold-blooded. We could classify an eagle, a pigeon, a hawk, all as birds because they all have feathers and wings and they lay eggs. We're classifying animals or putting them into groups. When we have groups, we can use this adjective, the adjective both. Say both. Both means that you have two different groups of things. So for our first sentence, we have Miss Villalobos and Miss Handy both love teaching. We have Miss Villalobos and Miss Handy, two different things. We use both to say that they both love teaching. The next one we could say first graders and second graders both learn math. So we have a group of first graders and a group of second graders. They're both learning math. The last one is boys and girls wear uniforms to school. We have boys as a group and girls as a group, and they're both wearing uniforms. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to think about using a sentence with both. You could look around in your room. You could think about your family. What is something that you both, or how can you think of two groups and use both? Think about it. Say your sentence out loud. Miss Roberts has a roommate, so I would say Miss Roberts and Natalie both have brown hair. I use both to talk about two different groups. You can do the same thing with these animals and what they need to survive. So we could say giraffes and gorillas both eat leaves to survive. We're talking about both a giraffe and a gorilla and what they both need. They both eat leaves to survive. You say it. Let's try another one. Lions and hyenas both hunt other animals to survive. Say it. Ostriches and hedgehogs both catch bugs to survive. Say it. Crocodiles and jaguars both hunt prey to survive. Say it. Sloths and pythons both climb up trees to survive. Say it. Now that's using both. So both was talking about either two different things or two different groups. Now we can also use another adjective called all. Say all. All means that we have more than two kinds of things. So we could say all the boys in CU Boulder love Legos. All of the boys love doing math. All of the girls are kind. That's talking about every single one of those girls. So we're going to use this adjective all. Say all again. We've been talking about different groups like predators and prey. I know that predators all eat other animals to survive. And I know that prey all get eaten by predators. So we can use all to talk about more than two kinds of something. So look at this. We could say these animals all hunt other animals to survive. I know a lion, a jaguar, a python, and a crocodile all hunt other animals. I want you to say that sentence again. These animals all hunt other animals to survive. Say it. Now we could do the same thing. Instead of saying these animals, we could use a word to classify them like predators. Predators all hunt other animals to survive. Say it. Now, if I'm looking at this slide, all of these are prey. So if I look at it and I know about prey that they usually eat grass and leaves, I could use my word all to describe all of them. These animals all eat grass and leaves to survive. Say it. I could classify them all as prey. So prey all run away from predators to survive. Say it. These animals all eat bugs to survive. Say it. Now, we've had a bunch of different animals and we've used two different adjectives today. We used both to describe two groups of things, and we used all to describe more than two kinds. So I want us to practice using both, and all. So I'm going to give you some animals and I want you to see if you can use both to start. So I want you to think about a lion and a jaguar. Now use your sentence to help you, and I'm listening for both. Your sentence could have sounded like this. Lions and jaguars both hunt other animals to survive. Let's try another one. I want you to think about a hedgehog and a chameleon. I'm listening for both. Your sentence could have sounded like hedgehogs and chameleons both eat bugs to survive. Now I want you to think about a crocodile and a hyena. I'm listening for both. A crocodile and a hyena both need meat to survive. Let's do one more. Let's do a sloth and a hedgehog. Sloths and hedgehogs both run away from predators to survive. Now I want you to try using all. So remember, all is more than two kinds. So you need to group a bunch of things together to use all. I want you to think of a couple of sentences that you could say with all and say them out loud. You have about 30 seconds to say as many as you can. I thought of a couple. I could say these animals all eat meat to survive. Or these animals all eat plants to survive. Predators all attack other animals to survive. Prey all run away from predators to survive. These animals all eat bugs to survive. I'm going to give you about 10 more seconds to try some more after you heard my example. I know you're so smart. I bet you guys thought of a bunch of using both and all. You can use these words all day long at your house, all day long at school. For an exit ticket, second graders, you need to make sure you go back to your Google Classroom and click on the ELD exit ticket link. It will be on this day's lesson, so make sure you go back and you click it. Your teachers are looking for you to go and write your sentence in the exit ticket. First grade, your teachers are looking for you to use both and all when you're talking with them, when you're talking with your family, and they're making sure that you watch this video to get some practice with both and all. Nice job today, ELD. I hope that you use our comparative adjectives to talk about different groups. Have a good one. Miss you guys so much. Bye.